I cleaned my plug wires. That's the way I want them to look. They'd be better if they were NKG reds, but that's okay. Blues are fine. Next, I need to put a gasket on here so I can put the valve cover on. Then we can do plugs and wires. So these silicone gaskets, I'm just going to say they're better, but that's just me. But first, I'm going to put some gasket sealer on here just to kind of keep it from squishing around. So I want to clean off this mating surface and then just smear. Can you hear my neighbor's dogs barking? It's like that every day. I know when they're home. So what this is going to do is going to give us a little bit of stickiness to hold this thing in place so it doesn't slide around. But it's a good fit. There's one little spot right here. I'll get that in a minute. I cleaned off the valve cover. Pull this out. Set that down. So these studs are 6mm by 1.0. So torque spec on that is up to 10 foot-pounds. But what you want is for it to be tight, but don't break it off. With the size of this bolt, you could, it would be very easy to just bam and pull it right out of this. Keep your cleaning rag handy to wipe off your grimy fingerprints from touching everything. So next in line is spark plugs. So this one is running Champion Iridium 9804. Robert, November 8, William, Yankee, Paul, Bravo 3. See what I did there? I mixed them up. I mixed up the phonetic alphabet. Somebody's going to lose their mind. I bought these 6 years ago when I put them on the car. I just cleaned them up, wiped them off a little bit, gapped them out to about 40 thou. They'll be fine. So these plugs are angled in the back on number 4. I'll show you that. See how it angles back like this? It's canked like so. Start them by hand, even though it's difficult, especially the number 4. Start it by hand, put your socket on it, run it down as far as you can go. That way you know it's not cross-threaded. So I've got a universal joint on here, and then this extension. And we're going to tighten this to 25 foot-pounds. There's a crush washer on there. When you switch up cylinder holes, it may not meet up the same, but you need to make sure that it's smushed. That's what the 25 foot-pounds is for. I just want to see something. So this is 6, 7. I'm going to go to 8. 7, 6, 8. 8. 8. That feels really tight on the T-handle, but 8 foot-pounds is enough. So now we can put our distributor cap on. What you're looking for here is a click where the plug end goes over the plug and doesn't come back off. And then you can manipulate your wire holders. Okay, plugs are on. Wires are installed. Here's my coil wire. Good. So I only like to glue one side. So either it was glued to this side or it stuck to this side, but we can reuse it. There's nothing wrong with it. Wasn't leaking before. Again, I'm going to go with about 8. I'm just reading the gauge. It's actually 9. That's 9.5. Fine. Okay, let's review. This is all hooked up except for carburetor. We need carburetor and coolant and oil. Got to change the oil. Let's wrap this up. So we set the distributor at number 4 for top dead center. Installed our cap, installed our plugs, installed our valve covers, installed our wires. So that's it for this video. Next up, we're going to put the carburetor on, hook up the linkage, And then I'm going to change the oil because this cam box is kind of dry from when I took it off and put it back on. And we fill it up through there, so it's going to flood that with oil because I didn't pre-add any oil before I put the valve cover on. Okay, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.